Have you ever wondered why some people seem to shine the moment they walk into a room? Why total strangers feel drawn to them like moths to a flame, even before they say a single word? It's not about looks, not charm, not even confidence. It's their aura, that invisible force field, quietly radiating power, presence, and energy. And here's the real kicker. You might have that same energy inside you without even realizing it. Some people just have that thing, a silent charisma, a magnetic pull that commands attention without even trying. It's like their presence fills the room before their voice ever does. Have you noticed it? Maybe you've even felt it yourself around certain individuals. That phenomenon isn't random. It's not luck, and it's definitely not magic. What you're witnessing, or perhaps even radiating yourself, is the aura in full effect. This invisible energy field surrounding each of us speaks louder than any words could. It introduces us before we speak. It lingers in the air after we've left, and it whispers to others, "This person is different." Over the years, I've studied people who naturally draw others in. The kind who walk into a cafe and suddenly have the barista chatting like an old friend, or who sit down in a waiting room and leave with someone's life story. These people share common traits that signal a powerful aura. And today, I want to walk you through 5 unmistakable signs that your aura might be a lot stronger than you realize. Each sign is something you can observe and feel in real time, in your everyday life. This isn't abstract spirituality. It's tangible, and it matters. Because when you understand your aura, you start to navigate the world differently. You become more intentional with your energy, more in tune with your impact, and you begin to attract opportunities, people, and peace into your life without forcing it. So, if you're watching this now, I invite you to stay with me. Watch at 1.5x speed if you need to, but don't skip ahead. Each point builds on the last, and by the end, you'll see yourself and others in a whole new light. Now let's dive in. Have you ever entered a room and felt eyes subtly turning toward you, even when you weren't trying to stand out? Or perhaps people often come up to you in public spaces telling you their stories out of nowhere, while others may shrug it off, thinking you're just approachable or friendly. I call it something else, the stranger magnet effect. This is one of the clearest signs that your aura is radiating strongly. Your energy reaches people before your words do. It draws them in, makes them feel seen, and somehow gives them permission to be vulnerable, even if you've never met before. Just last week, a friend of mine walked into a busy cafe. No flashy outfit, no big gestures, just her natural self. Within 5 minutes, 3 strangers had asked to sit at her table. The barista gave her a pastry on the house. It wasn't about her looks or style. It was her aura, effortlessly creating connection. Children and animals are especially sensitive to this energy. They don't analyze or judge like adults. They feel. That's why you'll notice how certain people attract dogs at the park, or how crying babies calm down in their presence. It's not chance, it's resonance. So now you've seen how your aura can magnetically pull others toward you, even without words. But what about the subtle reactions, the quiet smiles, the unexpected kindness, the uncanny timing? These everyday coincidences may not be so random after all. Let's reflect on your daily interactions. Do store clerks tend to remember you, even if you've only visited once or twice? Do you receive unusually kind service at restaurants or shops, even when others don't? Have you ever seen someone typically cold or grouchy, like a bus driver or security guard, suddenly light up when they see you? It's not luck. It's not just your smile. That's your aura at work. These aren't coincidences. Science is starting to prove what energy healers, mystics, and ancient traditions have believed for centuries: that we carry an energetic presence, an electromagnetic field that other humans can subconsciously detect. And yes, it's real. The HeartMath Institute, a research organization that studies the connection between emotions and physiology, found that the heart emits an electromagnetic field that can extend several feet outside the body. What's even more fascinating is that this field changes depending on your emotional state. If you're calm, grateful, and grounded, your energy field becomes stronger, more stable, and more pleasant for others to be around. So when your aura is powerful, people just feel it. They trust you. They feel at ease. They open up. They want to be near you without knowing exactly why. This explains why strangers might feel like instant friends, why people share their secrets within minutes, why you may be invited to speak, lead, or comfort someone, even when there are others equally or more qualified. Let's pause for a quick personal reflection. In the past few days, has anyone given you a compliment out of the blue? Has someone shared something vulnerable or personal with you unexpectedly? Were you selected or trusted with something important without asking? Did a child or animal come up to you in a way that felt unusual? If you answered yes to even one of these, then take a moment to acknowledge this. Your aura is radiating powerful, positive energy. That attraction isn't random. That impact is real. Your presence is speaking louder than your voice. And now, let's take it a step deeper. Have you ever entered a space and immediately sensed that something was off before you even saw the people in the room or heard them speak? Maybe your stomach tightened. Maybe the air just felt heavy. That moment of quiet tension was your inner radar activating. This brings us to sign number 2. Heightened emotional sensitivity and intuition. People with powerful auras don't just see the world, they feel it. Their energy field is like a finely tuned antenna, picking up on subtle emotional and energetic frequencies that others completely miss. It's like having emotional high definition, while most of the world operates in low res. You detect the shifts in tone, the unsaid feelings, the hidden tension. You know things before they happen, not because of magic, but because your aura is aligned, attuned, and aware. There's a story I once heard about a woman who, at the last minute, cancelled her flight. She couldn't explain why, just a gut feeling that told her something wasn't right. That plane never took off. Mechanical failure. Her sensitivity may have saved her life. When your aura is strong, your intuition sharpens, your body becomes your compass. You feel emotional weather before the storm even arrives. Previously, we explored how heightened emotional sensitivity and intuition are powerful indicators of a strong aura. But what happens when that very sensitivity begins to overwhelm you? What if the emotions you're picking up aren't even your own? Let's go back to that woman who cancelled her flight. Her friends laughed it off at first. They thought she was just being overly dramatic or paranoid. But hours later, when news broke that the flight was severely delayed due to mechanical issues, their smiles faded. They began to understand. She wasn't guessing. She knew. She couldn't explain it logically. There was no checklist, no proof. Just a deep inner certainty, a quiet knowing that made her trust her gut more than anyone else's logic. But here's the thing. This level of sensitivity, it's not always easy. In fact, it can be exhausting. Think about a time when you were in a crowded shopping mall, a packed restaurant, or even a noisy party. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you felt drained, overwhelmed, or anxious, even though nothing seemed wrong. That reaction wasn't random. That's your powerful aura absorbing energy from your environment, all of it. The joy, the stress, the frustration, the fear, you're picking up on waves of emotion from every direction like a sponge, soaking it all in. And that's why people with strong auras often experience emotional exhaustion in busy settings. Because when you're open to sensing so much, it's easy to get overloaded. Here's where it gets even more important. You need to learn how to protect yourself from what energy practitioners call energy vampires, people who unintentionally feed off your high vibration. They might not be malicious, but they're emotionally depleted, and your vibrant aura feels like a buffet to them. After spending time with these people, you walk away feeling completely drained, physically, mentally, emotionally. But don't worry. Once you become aware of this pattern, you can start to manage it. And that sensitivity, it's not a weakness, it's your superpower. Have you ever had a gut feeling that something was off, even though everyone around you was saying everything's fine? That was your aura picking up on emotional cues and energetic inconsistencies. Or maybe you had a sudden urge to call a friend, and when you did, they were going through something heavy. That's your aura tuning in, reaching across space like a signal tower. So how do you tell the difference between anxiety and true intuition? Here's the key. Anxiety feels urgent, frantic, and loud. It's like a swarm of thoughts that won't settle. Intuition arrives calmly, clearly, and confidently. It doesn't ask 100 questions, it just states, "This is." And here's the good news. You can strengthen this intuitive power with practice. Start small. Next time you enter a new space, a room, a building, even a conversation, pause for a moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Ground yourself. Then ask, what am I feeling right now that doesn't belong to me? This one simple question is powerful. It trains your mind to separate your own emotions from those you're absorbing. It builds awareness. And the more you do this, the more sensitive and precise your intuition becomes. Like a muscle being trained, it sharpens with use. So if you've been nodding along, recognizing yourself in these signs, take it as confirmation. Your aura isn't just strong, it's rare. And if you're loving this journey of self-discovery and energetic mastery, now would be the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Chances are your intuition already told you that. Now, let's continue with the next unmistakable sign of a truly powerful aura. Let's move into something truly mind-blowing. The third unmistakable sign that your aura is not just strong, but extraordinary. This is where things get tangible. The invisible becomes visible once you know what to look for. Your aura, though unseen by the naked eye, doesn't just float in a mystical realm. It creates real, observable effects in your environment. These effects aren't just spiritual, they're physical, measurable, and at times jaw-droppingly strange. So what is sign number 3 of a powerful aura? It's the way your energy field physically interacts with the world around you, especially electronics and temperature. Let me ask you, have you ever walked under a streetlight and had it suddenly flicker or turn off, even though there's no one else around? Has your watch mysteriously stopped working on your wrist, only to function perfectly when someone else wears it? Do your phone batteries seem to die faster than everyone else's, even on a full charge? You might have brushed it off as faulty gadgets or bad luck with tech. But what if I told you, it's not the devices? It's you. These seemingly random disruptions are often caused by your electromagnetic field, which in individuals with exceptionally strong auras can interfere with electronics. Yes, literally. People with powerful auras have reported consistent issues like computers freezing or glitching when they're emotionally charged, light bulbs flickering, dimming, or even burning out when they enter a room, smartwatches, earbuds, or speakers malfunctioning only in their presence. Why does this happen? Because your energy field is charged. It's dynamic. And in moments of heightened emotion, joy, stress, even deep focus, it can become so powerful that it disrupts nearby electrical currents. You're literally short-circuiting the space around you. Wild, right? And it's not just electronics that respond to you. Another commonly reported phenomenon is temperature sensitivity. People with powerful auras often feel warmer to the touch than others, even in cool rooms. Friends may comment on the warmth of your hands, your hugs, or your presence. Some even describe feeling a wave of heat the moment you walk into a space. That's not your imagination. That's your energetic frequency creating measurable heat, like a living radiator of high vibe energy. And what about those sudden goosebumps you get when there's no cold breeze, no fear, no music playing? That's your body reacting to energetic shifts. According to research at the University of California, these spontaneous pilomotor responses, the scientific term for goosebumps, often occur during moments of psychic or emotional sensitivity. In other words, your aura is sensing something before your brain does. Your body is responding to energetic cues you haven't consciously processed yet. It's a physical echo of your intuition, and science is starting to catch up. Researchers have been able to measure these energetic effects. In laboratory settings, they've used tools like Kirlian photography, which captures energy fields as colorful auras, and GDV, gas discharge visualization cameras, to detect fluctuations in bioelectric activity. And yes, the results are consistent. People with powerful auras produce significantly stronger electromagnetic fields than average. I once worked with an energy healer whose aura was so strong it could move compass needles, no joke. When she entered a state of deep meditation, the magnetic field around her body intensified to the point where a nearby compass actually shifted direction. Not metaphorically, literally. These aren't tricks. They're the physical footprints of spiritual energy, proof that your aura doesn't just touch hearts, it touches circuits, sensors, and space. We've just seen how a powerful aura doesn't just stay within you, it reaches out, affecting cameras, compasses, and even electronics. But here's the thing, with great energetic influence comes great responsibility. That brings us to a truth few understand, but many with strong auras feel deeply. One energy healer I knew once entered such a deep meditative state that her energy field temporarily interfered with the Earth's magnetic pull, causing a compass needle to shift right before our eyes. Now, that may be an extreme case, but it illustrates something many people with strong auras experience in subtler ways every day. Take this for example. A professional photographer once told me that she could always tell which clients had powerful auras before even lifting her camera. Their presence literally changes how my camera focuses, she said. It's like their energy field becomes part of what my lens is seeing. Their vibe somehow bends the space. This isn't just a quirky story or party trick. It's yet another confirmation that your energy isn't limited to your skin. It stretches beyond you, shaping the environment around you, even influencing how machines and people interact with you. So, if you've noticed these strange but consistent patterns, lights flickering, watches stopping, tech glitching, temperature shifts, don't ignore them. These aren't malfunctions, they're manifestations. They're proof that your aura is not only powerful, it's extraordinary. And if you found this insight meaningful and want to support this work, feel free to click the thanks button below this video. Your support allows us to continue creating content that helps illuminate this invisible, yet very real energetic realm we all live in. Now, let's move forward to the fourth sign that your aura stands out from the crowd. You've probably heard the phrase, "the brightest flames burn the fastest." Well, that's especially true for powerful auras, which brings us to sign number 4, natural boundary setting and intuitive energy management. People with strong auras don't just glow, they protect that glow. They don't just attract others effortlessly, they also intuitively know when it's time to pull back, recharge, and say no. Have you ever found yourself at a social event, having a great time, and then, suddenly, without warning, you just need to leave? While everyone else is still chatting, laughing, and mingling, something in you says, "I'm done." That's not you being antisocial. That's not you being weird or overly sensitive. That's your aura speaking up, knowing it's time to protect your energy. Because here's what most people don't realize. Your energy field is like a lighthouse, casting light far and wide, guiding others toward warmth, clarity, and peace. But just like a lighthouse, it consumes a lot of power. And to keep beaming, it needs time away from the noise. It needs solitude, stillness, restoration. People with ordinary auras might not get this. They may ask why you cancel plans last minute, or why you ask for your own hotel room when traveling, or why you step outside alone during gatherings. But you're not doing it for drama. You're doing it out of necessity. Because your inner system is more finely tuned, and therefore more demanding. You feel the shifts in energy. You sense when your internal battery is draining. And rather than ignoring it, you honor it. This ability to recognize when you're nearing energetic depletion, to pull back before burnout, to create space instead of people-pleasing. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. And it's one of the clearest signs of someone whose aura is not only radiant, but resilient. Earlier, we uncovered how those with powerful auras instinctively set boundaries and manage their energy to avoid burnout. But why is this so crucial? Because when your energy field extends farther and absorbs more than the average person's, the world can feel overwhelmingly loud. Having a powerful aura means your energy field doesn't stop at the surface of your skin. It stretches out, often several feet beyond you, absorbing emotional signals, energetic shifts, and vibrational cues from everyone around you. This can be both a gift and a serious challenge. Think about it. Have you ever gone to a concert, a crowded mall, or a buzzing restaurant and felt completely drained afterward, while your friends left feeling excited, refreshed, even energized? That's not just introversion. That's your aura doing heavy-duty processing, absorbing, filtering, and interpreting hundreds of emotional frequencies all at once. Imagine trying to tune into 100 conversations at the same time. That's the level of sensory load your aura is handling in highly charged environments. No wonder you need to rest after events others find fun. This sensitivity is why many people with powerful auras naturally develop what energy workers call psychic shields, invisible boundaries that protect your field from being overwhelmed. Some people instinctively visualize a glowing bubble or dome of light around them, like an energetic force field, before entering a room. Others wear grounding stones like black tourmaline, hematite, or shungite. Some even wear silver or copper jewelry to help stabilize their electromagnetic field. These practices aren't superstitions, they're functional energy tools. And here's something even more fascinating. Your aura doesn't just absorb, it emits. It has a harmonizing, regulating effect on the spaces you enter. Have you noticed this? Arguments suddenly de-escalate when you walk into a room. Tense meetings feel calmer, more organized, even when you barely speak. People who were frustrated or angry seem to relax once they're near you. That's not coincidence. That's not luck. That's your energy field quietly doing its work, soothing chaos, neutralizing tension, and restoring harmony without words. This is one of the most underrated superpowers of a powerful aura. You naturally become a calibrator of energy, a human tuning fork that brings everything around you back into balance. But here's the catch. This also means you're constantly processing energy that isn't yours, and if you're not careful, it can wear you down. That's why energetic maintenance is non-negotiable for people like you. Here are 2 simple yet powerful practices to help protect and replenish your field. Practice 1. Root grounding. Before walking into any emotionally intense space, a meeting, a party, even a hospital, pause. Take a deep breath. Then, visualize roots growing down from the soles of your feet deep into the earth. Feel them anchoring you, stabilizing you. connecting your energy to something vast, solid, and unshakable. This ancient grounding technique helps you stay centered while still allowing your aura to work its quiet magic without draining you. Practice 2. Golden light. Cleansing. At the end of the day, especially after being around many people, take a few minutes alone. Close your eyes. Visualize a waterfall of golden light pouring down over your body. See it washing away any lingering emotions, energies, or tension that doesn't belong to you. Let the golden light cleanse your field, restoring clarity, peace, and strength. Do this every evening or any time you feel energetically heavy after social interaction. It's like taking a spiritual shower, refreshing, purifying, and deeply necessary. The truth is, your sensitivity, your need for space, your craving for stillness, these aren't weaknesses, they're not burdens. They are living proof of how extraordinary your aura truly is. They show that you're in tune with yourself, with others, and with the invisible currents that shape the emotional fabric of our lives. And in a world that moves fast, shouts loudly, and often ignores subtlety, this kind of attunement is nothing short of a superpower. Previously, we explored how setting boundaries and honoring your need for solitude isn't weakness, it's wise stewardship of your energy. Now let's dive into one of the most astonishing signs of a powerful aura, an ability that seems almost magical. Learning to honor your energetic needs, stepping back, creating space, saying no, isn't selfish. It's not antisocial, it's the sign of someone who understands the immense responsibility of carrying powerful energy. If you've been doing this naturally, without ever being taught, that's not weird. That's wisdom. That's the fourth clear sign that your aura vibrates at a frequency higher than most. And now, it's time to explore the fifth sign, and perhaps the most magical of all. Let's start with a memory. Think back to a time when you deeply desired something, maybe a specific job opportunity, a chance meeting, or even something small like a perfect parking spot, and it just showed up. Not weeks later. Not after endless struggle, but right when you needed it most. Was it luck? Coincidence? Or was it something more? Sign number 5. Enhanced manifestation and synchronicity. People with powerful auras don't just daydream or wish, they manifest. They radiate intention so clearly, so purely, that the world seems to rearrange itself around their desires. To others, it looks like luck. To you, it just feels natural. Their energy field acts like a creative signal, a magnetic vibration that pulls people, resources, opportunities, and even timing into alignment. It's as if your very presence is shaping reality, bending it gently to match your inner world. Let's take a moment for reflection. Have you ever thought about someone, and they called you minutes later? Needed help with something, and a stranger offered the exact advice you were seeking? Wished for a solution, and the answer literally fell into your lap, like a book, an article, or a perfectly timed conversation? If so, that's not random. That's your aura in action. Some call them miracles, others call them happy accidents. But those with strong auras experience these moments, known as synchronicities, so frequently that they no longer feel surprised. You might find the right job appears just as you begin thinking of quitting your current one. Guess the perfect apartment becomes available right as your lease ends. You meet someone with the exact skill set to solve a problem, at the precise time you need them. This is more than optimism or positive thinking. It's energetic reality creation. Here's what science is starting to discover. Your consciousness, and more specifically, your electromagnetic field, may influence the quantum realm, the space where particles respond to intention and where the building blocks of reality are waiting to be directed. Your powerful aura is likely broadcasting your desires at that microscopic, subatomic level. And those vibrations ripple outward, rearranging events, nudging people into your path, synchronizing moments in ways that defy logic but feel exactly right. Carl Jung called this meaningful coincidence. When two seemingly unrelated events align with deep personal significance. And if your aura is truly powerful, these synchronicities don't happen once in a while. They become part of your normal life. You may even notice repeating number sequences like 111, alignment and manifestation, 444, protection and guidance, Tessabai 555, change on the horizon. Or you might notice animal messengers, birds landing nearby, butterflies circling you, or cats showing up uninvited, as if nature itself is sending you subtle confirmation that you're in flow. These are all signals, whispers from the universe, echoing back the frequency you're sending out. And when you pay attention, these signs only grow stronger. Why? Because awareness fuels intention, and intention drives manifestation. Previously, we explored how people with powerful auras experience synchronicities and manifestations that seem to defy logic. But here's the twist. These moments don't just happen randomly. Your aura is working even when you sleep, subtly reshaping reality around your intentions. When your aura is tuned into higher frequencies, even the smallest things carry meaning. Ever heard a song on the radio and felt like the lyrics were speaking directly to your soul, answering a question that's been quietly lingering in your mind? That's not just poetic coincidence, that's your energy field drawing meaning from the environment. These synchronicities don't stop when the lights go out, either. Your dreams begin to take on new significance. Have you ever dreamt of something before it happened, or found yourself waking up with a crystal-clear solution to a problem that's been bothering you for days? That's your aura, still at work, even as your conscious mind sleeps. When your energy field is strong, it doesn't switch off at night. It accesses dimensions, insights, and frequencies far beyond regular waking consciousness, and then brings that wisdom back to you, wrapped in metaphor, imagery, and intuitive guidance. And here's the exciting part. This power isn't just passive. You can actually work with it. You can train your aura to manifest more clearly and more quickly. Tonight, try this. Before you go to bed, choose one specific thing you'd love to experience tomorrow. It could be something small, like receiving unexpected kindness, or something bigger, like a message you've been waiting for. Now close your eyes and visualize it with vivid clarity. See it, feel it, celebrate it, as if it's already happened. Feel the joy, the relief, the peace it brings. When you pair intention with emotion and clarity, your aura becomes like a focused beam of light, cutting through timelines, bending probabilities, and accelerating results. Your energy begins to do the work for you, even while you sleep. And to deepen your awareness of this process, here's a powerful tool. Start keeping a synchronicity journal. Every time something meaningful happens, a perfect coincidence, a manifestation, a lucky break, write it down. Date it. Note what you were thinking, feeling, or hoping for before it occurred. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns. You'll see which areas of life you manifest easily in. Maybe it's love, creativity, or career. You'll also see where you might need to bring more focused intention. Some people naturally manifest abundance, others attract the right people, while some magnetize creative breakthroughs. Wherever your strengths lie, tracking them will show you the unique language of your aura, how it interacts with the world, and if you find that life often meets you halfway. If you frequently receive exactly what you need at just the right moment, if you're surrounded by meaningful signs and nudges from the universe, then hear this loud and clear. You're not just living inside reality, you're co-creating it. And that is a remarkable power. But with great power comes great responsibility. When you realize your aura is this strong, it becomes vital to use it with conscious intention, not just for yourself, but for the good of those around you. So as we close out this journey through the 5 undeniable signs of a powerful aura: magnetic attraction, heightened intuition, physical manifestations, natural boundary setting, accelerated manifestation. Remember this, these are not fixed traits. They're skills, and like any skill, they can be nurtured, strengthened, and mastered. Your aura is a living system, a muscle. And the more attention you give it, the stronger, clearer, and more radiant it becomes. So far, we've explored the incredible ways your aura influences reality, even shaping dreams, coincidences, and manifestations. But like any force of nature, your aura requires attention and care. That brings us to a few simple yet powerful practices to help you truly step into your energetic potential. Let's talk about practical tools. Simple, effective ways to strengthen and refine your aura, starting today. Step 1. Take 5 minutes each day to visualize your energy field. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine a glowing light radiating from your body, expanding in every direction like a warm, pulsating shield. Picture this energy surrounding you with calm, strength, and clarity. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even just imagining yourself as radiant and grounded is enough to reawaken your awareness and amplify your natural energy field. Step 2. Every morning, place your hands gently over your heart. This small act of self-connection aligns you with your emotional and energetic center. In that still moment, set your intention for the day. What do you want to feel? What do you want to attract? Be clear, be calm, and most importantly, speak it with your heart. Your aura will respond and begin aligning your external world with your internal clarity. Step 3. Take regular breaks from technology. We live in a world saturated with electromagnetic frequencies. Phones, computers, Wi-Fi, they all affect your natural bioelectric field. Step away when you can. Sit in nature. Walk barefoot. Feel the earth. These small resets allow your energetic system to reboot and recalibrate, bringing you back to your intuitive, grounded self. Because here's the truth. Everyone possesses this energy. Every human being has an aura. The only difference between those who radiate it powerfully and those who don't is awareness. Now that you've recognized these signs in yourself, now that you've felt that quiet pull, seen the coincidences, and remembered the moments your presence shifted a room, you've already taken the first step toward consciously working with your extraordinary energy. I'll be honest, I wasn't always this tuned in. I used to ignore the signs, brushing off my intuition as imagination, dismissing strange patterns as coincidence. But everything changed when I finally stopped denying what was obvious. I am energy. You are energy. We all are. And when I started honoring that truth, life became more aligned, more meaningful, and far more magical. Don't wait as long as I did. If you've seen these signs in your life, trust them. Your aura is trying to get your attention. Let it. Don't dim your natural gifts out of doubt. You've been given a signal, and now you know what it means. I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. Which sign hit home the hardest for you? Was it the intuition, the magnetic pull, the mysterious luck? Sharing your story not only affirms your growth, it helps others recognize their own journey too. And before you go, the YouTube algorithm has picked out another video for you, not by accident, but because it's meant for you. Chances are, your intuition already knows it. Click it and let your energy continue expanding. Until next time, never forget this. Your aura is your greatest superpower. Nurture it, trust it, let it shine.